last but not least, Scott Donaldson.
My name is Scott Donaldson. I'm a urologist in Henderson County, chief of staff of the hospital. I've been there for 16 years. And I want to thank you for inviting us to your county meeting because some form I think us congressional candidates are kind of sullying up the place. This is a beautiful conversation you have. I truly believe that local politics is the most powerful form of politics there is. In fact, about 10 years ago, I was an unaffiliated, and I just got a bird in my saddle that I wanted to run for county commissioner. And I got 3,007 signatures. So whoever that running, it's a difficult undertaking. And I really ran on a number of things, but one of them was soccer fields, that we needed proper soccer fields in Henderson County. Coolest thing happened, I was standing in the rain on the passing out on the polling. And this guy, I tell him I'm Scott Donaldson. This guy walks up, feels his chest, pulls out a piece of paper and said, yeah, my neighbor told me I ought to vote for you. And that was one of the neatest things, the power of local politics. And at the end of the day, we have soccer fields now in Henderson County. I didn't win that election, but we pushed the ball forward. I think in many ways, all of this politics pushes the ball forward. And I believe as we look at the national issues, I believe you cannot build in the negative. I believe that you cannot build anything by, you don't define yourself by what you're against. You define yourself by what you're for. So you paint a picture of where you think we ought to be, and you figure out ways to get there. The primary reason I'm running is because I am a physician. And in my office every day, I see people without access to health care. And I will tell you that when people do not have access to health care, whether they don't have health insurance, or if they have a $15,000 or $20,000 health care deductible that they must pay first, that is a perceived lack of access. And either way you define that, when there is no lack of access, people die. And that's just a fact. I've seen nurses refuse, retired or nurses who are no longer working for us, no longer have health insurance. One in particular, she waited till her breast cancer was almost coming through the skin because she knew that she did not have health insurance, and she did not want that bill placed on her. And she knew the story. She was an operating room nurse. I knew her. Had she called me, we would have put her in the process. But we have to make sure that every child born to this nation, to the last breath you breathe on this planet, that you have continuous health care coverage. When people say we have a broken health care system, I would tell you that assumes that we have a health care system. We don't have a health care system. We have a get what you can and hold on to it. And I further believe that we need sensible gun laws. We're not going to take anybody's guns. We want to make sure that we have holding periods and we close these loopholes. 90% of this nation wants that to be done. We should be able to get that done. And I believe we all agree that we should have better schools. If you talk to all of us amongst us, these congressional candidates running, and I am running as a Democrat, we all agree on these things. Now, it's not exactly the same, but we kind of rhyme. And I believe in medical marijuana. You guys are up against a crisis, I know, of these opioids. This is what I deal with in my hospital as chief of staff. And I'll tell you, we're making a difference in that. And I love the fact that you got this rehab and mental health institution because, you know, if we all shake our family trees, something's going to fall out. And that's just the way it goes. And so we need to care for these people. We got sold a bill of goods with these opioids. I can tell you that as a physician. The physicians are going to have to lead the way out because in many ways I believe they got us here. Medical marijuana, while it's not the cure, I will tell you it's a great option. I can tell you right now it's being used by people like me who will tell folks, you don't need 2 pretzels, 1 pretzel will be fine. These opioids are a problem. Did you give me a red sign?
Give me a yellow.
Give me a yellow sign. My name is Scott Donaldson. I'm a Democrat. I'm running for Congress. I believe if we're going to make this nation run as efficiently as this wonderful community that built this beautiful library. This is beautiful. I'm jealous. I'm in Henderson County. Our library is nothing like this. We have to seize those things that are common to us, that we all agree on, the common good and the general welfare. I'm Scott Donaldson. I'll be happy to talk with you, but I think you do better having a county commissioner debate. Thank you very much.